Good morning. We come to Genesis 21, and we're going to take Genesis 21 in two parts to keep these a little shorter. Let's see Isaac's birth. The Lord took note of Sarah, as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah as he had promised. So Sarah conceived and bore a son to Abram in his old age, at the appointed time which God had spoken to him. Abram called the name of his son who was born to him, whom Sarah bore to him, Isaac. Then Abram circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God had commanded him. And Abram was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Sarah said, God has made laughter for me. Everyone who hears will laugh with me. Abram is 100, Sarah is 90. And she said, verse 7, who would have said to Abram that Sarah would have nursed children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. The child grew and was weaned, and Abram made a great feast on the day that Isaac was weaned. Now look at verses 9 and following. We'll see Sarah turn against Hagar. Now Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, whom she had borne to Abram, mocking. Now, mocking here seems to mean that he's being aggressive. He's playing aggressively. He's making fun of. He's actually maybe harming Isaac. It's not just childish play. And this Hagar's son was like Ishmael was likely older, more of a teenager. So, verse 10. Therefore, Sarai said to Abram, drive out this maid and her son, for the son of this maid shall not be an heir with my son Isaac. The matter distressed Abram greatly because of his son, but God said to Abram, do not be distressed because of the lad and your maid. Whatever Sarah tells you, listen to her, for through Isaac your descendants shall be named. Through Isaac, the descendants of Abram will be named. And we are grafted in as Gentiles, as non-Jews, to the descendants of Isaac. Romans and Galatians teaches us that. Verse 13. And of the son of the maid I will make a nation also, because he is your descendant. So Ishmael will be a great nation too. So Abram rose early in the morning and took bread and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar, putting them on her shoulder, and gave her the boy and sent her away. And she departed and wandered about in the wilderness of Beersheba. When the water in the skin was used up, she left the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went and sat down opposite him, about a bow shot away, for she said, do not let me see the boy die. And she sat opposite him and lifted up her voice and wept. God heard the lad crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, what is the matter with you, Hagar? Do not fear, for God has heard the voice of a lad where he is. So she was worried, but God is protecting Ishmael in Hagar. God continues in verse 18, arise, lift up the lad and hold him by the hand, for I will make a great nation of him. Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the skin with water and gave the lad a drink. God was with the lad, and he grew, and he lived in the wilderness and became an archer. He lived in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took a wife for him from the land of Egypt. That wraps up verse 21, and we're going to stop there for today. Have a good day in the Lord. God bless.